Greetings and welcome back to the Galley of the Sun. It is time again to do some grilling. Haven't done that in a while. Let's get to it. So today we're making garlic parm ribeyes. Can't possibly go wrong in that combination. So the first thing I need to do is to get my ribeyes smoked up to a temperature of about 110 degrees. So right now, my Yoder YS640 pellet grill is preheated to 225 degrees Fahrenheit. So we're gonna get these steaks prepped. All they need is a little bit of avocado oil and then a good rub. Today I'm using Cattleman's Grill Roadhouse. Those are all good to go. Also right now, my oven is at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. In there are 2 heads of garlic with the tops cut off, a little bit of avocado oil, pinch of salt and pepper. They're getting good and roasted. We're gonna put those to use in just a few minutes. We'll see you then. So the steaks are out on the smoker. Now we're doing the next step. Behind me, I have a pot. In that pot is some agua that is boiling. Got a little bit of salt in it. We're gonna take some petite potatoes, which is French for small potatoes, and we're gonna dump them in there. We're gonna let those cook for about 6 to 8 minutes. We don't wanna get them all the way done. We just wanna make them smashable so we can smash them later. Remember, that is boiling water, so pour in your petite potatoes carefully. Safety first. And there we go. See you in about 8 minutes. All right, our taters have been boiling for about 7 to 8 minutes. We're gonna get them out of the water, get them strained, and set them aside until a little bit later. Also, our garlic has been in the oven for an hour, so now we're gonna pull that out and let it cool down so we can move on to the next step. Oh my God, this smells good. We'll see you then. The steaks are almost up to temperature to where we're gonna pull them and then raise the heat out there so we can get them seared. In the meantime, we need to get a compound butter made. So what I have here is 2 sticks of butter at room temperature. This room, the temperature of this room.
Ah.
So once again, if you wanna make this, you'll have to come over. If you're a word stalker, I'm just kidding. All right. To our butter goes 1 finely diced shallot. The editor tells me it's not pronounced chalet. It isn't French for a little freaking purple onion, but I'm not really sure about that. 2/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. 4 tablespoons of lemon juice. 2 teaspoons of red chili flakes. And a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of pepper. To that, we're gonna add our 2 roasted heads of garlic. Now we're gonna get all that mixed together. And you can see I'm using a whisk here. That's because I wanna use that to sort of cut up that garlic just a little bit more and get it spread out through this. Now you can make this far ahead of time, and if you do that, your next step is gonna be to get some saran wrap out. Put this in the saran wrap in the shape of a log, and then use the saran wrap as you twist it up to help shape it in that shape. We're getting pretty close to dinner here, so I'm not gonna go through the trouble of that. I'm just gonna use a spoon and distribute the butter as I need. But anything that's left over is gonna go into saran wrap just like that. And then anytime you need a piece of compound butter, just cut it off. You got your little disc there. All right, that's all done. Now we'll go check on the steaks. All right, so got the fire up to 550. We're gonna get these seared now. All right, gonna give them about 2 minutes per side. Okay, so we just got inside after getting those off of the grill. Now we got a good dollop of butter on each one of them, and then we're gonna let them rest for about 10 minutes as we finish up with our taters. Precious. All right, so now we got our taters onto our hot skillet here. And then we're gonna cheat. We're gonna use the press that I normally use for my smash burgers. We're gonna smash these. Not all the way, just a little bit. Just like that. Gonna hit them with a little bit more avocado oil. And then a good healthy pinch of salt and pepper. We're gonna let those go for about 3 or 4 minutes, let them crisp up on that first side. So it's been about 3 minutes. Now we're gonna get these taters flipped. Then we're gonna hit them with our compound butter. All right, we're gonna let those go for about another 3 minutes, then it's time to eat. All right, here we are with the moment of truth. The editor's gonna tell us how we did.
He's the director.
The
director.
The director's gonna tell us how we did. Sorry, editor.
Very good.
Awesome sauce.
like
So the compound butter added a bit, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now we don't normally use compound butter on our steaks.
Nice lemony flavor.
And the taters, precious.
Very yummy.
All right, there you go. We've made the director happy. That's what we try and do. Hey, thank you so much for joining us today. Different cameras when we do that. This one, fair winds and following seas.